Just when you thought the crisis of military weaponry in America couldn't get any worse or any more ridiculous, there's a report out today about the next place where military weapons are becoming normal. Raw Story reports, quote, taking advantage of U.S. Defense Department offers of free or low-cost military hardware, Texas school districts have been helping themselves to high-powered weaponry, bulletproof vests, and armored vehicles to militarize their campus police officers. Wow. Wow. So before we learned that, of course, police all around the country are getting military-grade weapons. Now it's campus police officers. Okay, mall cops, look out, you're next. Hang in tight. We'll get you some fantastic machine guns shortly. Maybe some anti-aircraft missiles, maybe a tank, maybe a grenade launcher. Quote, a KHOU investigation shows that 10 school districts in Texas have been acquiring the military surplus under a government program that allows them to load up at little to no cost. According to the investigation, the districts have acquired 64 M16 rifles. Those are very, very important when you want to go from recess back to your English class. Better make sure you have an M16 nearby. 18 M14 rifles, 25 automatic pistols, extended magazines, and 4,500 rounds of ammunition. Additionally, the school stocked up on armored plating, tactical vests, as well as 15 surplus military vehicles. Wow. Wow, military vehicles. Military vehicles. Now, what are the dumbest people in the country going to say? You know, well, man, been a lot of shootings in the schools, man. Sandy Hook gotta have weapons and stuff. They took our jobs. And why is that insanely stupid? Because if you're putting more weapons in the school, there's a higher likelihood those shootings will happen more often. It's not like we live in a movie where there's always a clear good guys and then a bad guy comes from outside and the good guys save the day. No, what happens if some of the people you're giving the M16s to are unstable themselves and then they use it against the kids? That never occurs to these fucking idiots. Never occurs to them. That, oh, maybe some of the people we're arming to protect the kids are the ones that are massively depressed or schizophrenic or have a prior criminal record or are suspected terrorists or have any of a number of problems and might end up going buck wild and shooting and killing people. Never occurs to them, never occurs to them, because in their mind, life is an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. So all the people that we gave the weapons to, well, we know they're going to be good people because we gave them the weapons, man. But that's not true, that's not true. And of course, what did the Harvard gun study say that we brought up on the show going back years now? It said more guns equals more gun violence. See, the conservative argument is more guns equals more peace, and their logic goes like this. They say there are more good people in the world than bad people, so the more people you arm, that means more good people have weapons than bad people, so the good people keep the bad people in check. That's a fascinating theory. It just turns out to be wrong in reality, because when you have more guns, you have more gun violence. Period. Period. But now, I mean, the crisis of gun anarchy in America has gone above and beyond anything anybody could have ever imagined. Because first, when you take a look at the laws, you see what? 40% of the gun sales in the U.S. are done with no background check associated with them whatsoever. That's what they call the gun show loophole. Okay, that's a massive problem. Then we realize, wow, it's still legal for people on the terrorist watch list to buy guns. You can't even pass a law to close that gigantic loophole? But they couldn't. And then when you look at the state situations and the state laws, in a lot of red states, you're legally allowed to carry in schools, in churches, in government buildings, and in bars while intoxicated. Because what could go wrong in any of those scenarios? Some places, some towns have mandated people own weapons. this is gun anarchy. We have over 300 million guns in circulation, and now we've gotten to the point where we've made our police armies. There's more military equipment with our cops than some actual militaries have in the world. Isn't that stunning? In the year 1990, a grand total of $1 million was sent through a government program of excess military equipment to local police around the country. Now it's up to $400 million a year. In total, it's been $4.3 billion. When you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And now you're going to give campus police guns? School shootings are going to happen more often now.